All right, the new ring's pretty damn good. What we're trying to make now is a ring with triple T1 damage to attacks. So we want, preferably, would be T1 lightning, T1 fire, and T1 fizz. And then if we get there, then I'll figure out the suffixes. So the suffixes will probably be something like a slam into a res, and then like a homogenizing exaltation double slam or something like that. But the first step is to go with a fracture. We want to fracture tier 1 lightning damage to attacks. We can do this with recombinators, but the odds of recombinating tier 1 fire and tier 1 lightning, or 2 tier 1s, is like a 9% chance with lucky recombination omens. And each of these bases is really expensive. Like a breach ring with tier 1 lightning res is very expensive. So it's actually way more expensive to go for the recombinator. So instead what we do is we fracture the lightning res, then we're going to chaos spam for a second tier 1 elemental damage mod, which is about a 1% chance if we hit a prefix to hit a tier 1 elemental mod. So it'll be about 200 chaos, which is about 5 divine. So it's actually a lot cheaper. What's T1, T2 odds? So yeah, another way you could do it is you can go tier 1, tier 2, and I think you have we can actually just check. You can see here, tier 1 is a 4.5% chance. Tier 1, tier 2 is a 7.8% chance. So you could go tier 1, tier 2, which would probably be more sensible, and you get more damage. But I feel like let's go for something a little bit fancier. But the first step is getting that fracture. So what we want to do is I need to annul this down to 3 modifiers and hope to not annul off the lightning damage to attacks. Okay, that's good. This one, good. This one, good. This one. Oh, I've run out of annul. Just one, please. Thank you, Ange. Please don't. Okay, nice. So then the next step is we're going to apply a desecrated mod to this. These are about 16x each. To each of these. Then, fracturing orb. This will fracture a random modifier or a rare item with at least 4 modifiers, locking it in place. However, with a desecrated modifier, this counts as having 4 mods, but that desecrated mod can't actually be fractured. So it's actually a 1 in 3. So these things, pretty pricey, about 42x. And let's see, can we get it? Life regen. Lightning. Evasion. I hate game. Bad, worst. 1 in 3, by the way. Okay, we go buy more base. Please? Please? Okay. Fracturing orb. Collarbone. Why? It's a 1 in 3. If this fails, I'm gonna map. I'm actually gonna just run maps. Like a pleb. Okay, please. Oh my god. How do I fail this many fractures in a row? Okay, let's try again. Please, we gotta annul down to 3 mods. Please. Off. It's gone. Okay. Lightning res. Okay, that one's good. This one. Okay. 2 more attempts. Please fracture lightning. Please. Yes. At last. Okay. Not the best roll, but I mean, I'll take it. After failing 8. We failed 8, and then these are the ones that like the annuls fail. That costs so much. That costs so much. Now the next step is equally punishing. Okay, so now we go down to 1 modifier on this. 1, 2, and that's fine, actually. Now's the next step of we need to hit a tier 1 elemental mod. So with Chaos Orb, it should be a 1 in 200 to hit another tier 1 mod. So fire damage to attacks tier 9. Actually, let's try one of these. Tier 5. Okay, never mind. Yeah, Matt, it's horrendous. But it is cheaper than going for a recom. 12 all res. Actually, this one can we slam a prefix? Wait, no, I mustn't do that. I mustn't do that. I'm being stupid. We must just go for the one mod. Otherwise, I have to keep annulling it. Like this is tempting to slam, but then if I don't slam the mod I want, then I'm stuck. Then I have to annul. Fizz to attacks, intelligence. Well, that was horrendous. Oh, tier 2. But it's tier 2 Fizz. We don't want to keep tier 2 Fizz. We really, like, with this method, we are kind of locked in to going for tier 1. Otherwise, then you might as well have just gone for the recom. Oh, we got it. Okay. Tier 1 cold. You were right, Frozen Lore. You were right. That is also a perfect roll. Look, cold is fine. Cold is actually okay. So now we could go for a... Do we go for an Ancient Collarbone prefix with an Omen of Abyssal Echoes? Or do we just go for a normal collarbone? And then just... You don't think they're ever worth? Do the maths. Omen of Light's so expensive. So what is the chance that we unveil decent fire to attacks? Yeah. Normal is cheaper, but if you fail, you go Omen of Light. But the thing is, another thing we could do is, what if we go for an Abyssal Lord prefix? We can force slam a suffix with this, and then go for a Dextral Crystallization, force on the Abyssal, and then this thing kind of homogenizing exaltation, perfect X Omen prefix. So what I want to do now is go with Dextral Crystallization, okay? Add a suffix. So I want to Exalt Slam a suffix. Any suffix. Okay. Take that out. Then I'm going to Dextral Crystallization, which will remove that suffix. And then we use the Essence of Abyss, and I'll add Mark of the Abyssal Lord as a prefix. And then I'm going to bone it. Wait, it added a suffix? Wait, I thought because it was a prefix, it had to go Mark of the Abyssal was a prefix. Was that Mark of the Abyssal a prefix or a suffix? Oh, wait, no. What I can do is just unveil and then do it again. Yeah. Okay, we don't have to panic. Wait, no, I do have to panic because this isn't going to work, is it? Is this going to work? Oh, okay. Crisis averted. And then, okay. Oh, I see. So that is a suffix. So do I have to repeatedly do this until I get the suffix? Yes. Okay. All right. So we go again. Okay, that's a prefix now. That's a prefix. And then we go for a collarbone. Right? So now this has to be a prefix. Am I crazy? Okay, no, that's a prefix. This text is so light that I missed it. Okay, now we go for the unveil. All right, so now what we're hoping for is flat fire damage. And supposedly the Mark of the Abyssal thingy increased the tier. Previously it would guarantee tier 1, but now it's not like that. Remnants increase fetch. Okay, go again. These are all so bad. Okay. Alright, Omen of Light guarantees we'll annul the mana because that's the desecrated mod. And then, so, okay, we need to add another suffix. And then this thing and hope for a prefix. And it's a suffix, dude. Prefix. Wait. Wait, you guys said I didn't have to unveil it, but I do have to unveil it. Collarbone prefix Omen. I tried, but it doesn't work. No, wait. Let me just show you, okay? So... That's a suffix. Again, it's a suffix. Omen collarbone without essence. You skip the essence. Oh, but I want to use the essence to try and get a high tier mod. Essence does not increase the tier. No. In the first few days, it guaranteed tier 1, right? It guaranteed tier 1. Whereas now it seems that it like rolls twice and picks the higher one from what I read. But I don't... why... Like, just say what it does. Why does this not say what it does? When using Preserve Burn to desecrate the item, it'll always attempt to remove this mod first, blah, 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 replacing it with an unreal desecrated modifier of a higher tier. When using an ancient tier Preserve Burn, which guarantees a desecrated mod of 40 plus, mark the Abyssal Lord's higher tier modifier effect appears to occur first. Then any modifiers that are below 40 will be rerolled to 40 plus. So... it does seem to... I mean, why would it be in the game if it didn't do anything? So this doesn't work. We first have to unveil it. And then we go like this and hope we get the prefix. Okay, that's a prefix. And then we have to go Echo, Omen of Echoes, which is now 38. That's a prefix. And now we go double roll. Just fire damage, please. Bro. Oh. Fire damage to attacks. That is 15 to 30, 45. This is like tier 3, actually. That's tier 3. So we can check the damage increase now. 93 up to 116. So that is 23,000 damage. That's an insane increase. But the thing is, we now need to do suffixes, which requires a Homo Omen, and I can't afford that. Let alone a perfect exalt. So Omen of Homogenizing Exaltation will pick one of these tags. So we have Elemental Cold and Attack, and Elemental Fire and Attack, Elemental Lightning and Attack. If it picks Attack, because our next Exalt is going to add on a modifier that shares one of these tags, so we can either get Resistance, or we can get Leech. Because Leech is the only attack tag suffix, Mana and Life Leech. And then if it selects like Lightning or Cold, then we get that. So double Exalt, Homogenizing Exaltation, Perfect Exalt. Okay. I mean, that Mana Leech isn't actually horrible. So we got tier 2 Fire and Leech. Yeah, so actually Leech for a lot of people is insane. For me, it's not that useful. It actually is completely useless. What do you do for the final modifier? Oh, Dead Rabbit's here. Oh, hey, Dead Rabbit Twitch. Oh, okay. Homogenizing and Perfect X. Hoping to hit a resistance. If we hit a res... Oh, we made a sale. Yes. Instantly out of debt. What would be the epicest is if we hit all resistance. What would be the saddest is if we hit freaking Life Leech. Please. Homogenizing X, Perfect X, Slam. Oh, yes. Dude, that's so good. That's so good. That's so good. That's tier 1. This ring is crazy. That ring is freaking crazy. What is this worth? Calandra's Touch, you're right. Oh, hell yeah. Wait, these are cheap. All right, then with Calandra's Touch, 144? Holy. So we went from 93 to 144. That's like 50% more damage. And our res is sorted, which means I can change these all to chaos ones. We're gonna go kill a boss now. All right, let's test out the new rings. Okay, so we insta-phase him now. I'm not even using the right gems, by the way. Lol. Put that in. That was my mapping setup. Oi. Oh. Okay, we just kill him in one attack now, lol. And we have an Ingenuity. Alright, so here's the ring, the final product. And I forgot to do a price check, so I'm recording it now. But here we go. So we have the tier 1 lightning to attacks, tier 1 cold to attacks, tier 3 fire to attacks, the leech, tier 2 fire res, and tier 1 all elemental resistance. We can check the price of this on the trade side, and you can see there's ones like this, which are tier 1, tier 2, tier 1, and then tier 2 fire res, chaos res, and lightning and chaos, 40 divs, and then 50 divs, 50, 60 divs, 60 div, and like these ones have a, this one is like tier 1, tier 1, tier 1, so this is like a significant amount more damage. This one has leech and mana per enemy killed, tier 3. This is pretty hard to price check. Something like this is similar. It's about 65 divines. So I would probably say it's probably in the realm of like, I don't know, 50, 60 divines. We didn't pay that much for it. So overall, I'd say pretty successful craft. There's another way you can do this where you start with the suffixes and then you build up the prefixes with the homogenizing exalt to get elemental. But I think it's, with that method, it's a bit harder to actually get high tier flat elemental damage. So hopefully you enjoyed this. I will do a written guide like I do. Let's kill one more boss just so you can see. I've made a few other tweaks to the build. Now we're sitting at 231,000 damage. I will also link in the description the updated version of this, my live update, so you can see the exact items I'm using. The next thing I want to craft are gloves, and then I want to update my crossbow, craft this again, and then maybe my chest is fine, but I might craft another one just so you can see how I made this. But let's kill a Xesht 4 and just see how quickly we can do it. Alright, the new ring's pretty damn good. Worth every cent.